Matt M. Roy back again. This is going to be a review of the newest of the mini DV camcorders that I've picked up. This is the one I picked up last week at the local CHKD thrift store, and I'm just right now getting around to doing a full review on it. The next is probably going to be that Pioneer 5-disc changer, because I'm going to have to do some cleaning of that one, but that's for another video. Most of you guys know this is a JVC camcorder. This is model number GR-D370U. I think from right around 2007 from what I've been seeing online. I picked this up, as you probably already know, for $20 at our local CHKD thrift store. And I've been filming my last few videos with it. As a matter of fact, the last walking vlogger and the roasted white potato videos were both filmed with this camcorder. And I must say, it does a pretty good job. Overall condition of this camcorder is very good. No scratches or anything to speak of. I don't think it was really used that much. I guess we can start on the side here. You can see it offers a 32x optical hyper zoom, which just basically means it zooms in and out really quickly. You have an auto button here. I believe what this does is when you have the USB cable plugged in, you push this, and if you had the JVC proprietary software, it would transfer the pictures and the video, maybe even the video, over automatically. You can see this is a model that has the SD card available to you, the slotted, that is. Digital video camcorder, and there's the mini DV logo. In here we have the, I believe it is a 2.5-inch color LCD screen. Not a touch screen, but decent quality screen. Here you have the switch to go from video mode to memory mode. This particular camcorder, you cannot record video in the memory mode. The memory is only for taking still pictures. Your various buttons for stop, play, pause, rewind, fast forward. In playback mode and record mode, you can see the top one brings you manual or autofocus. Over here you have the quick review. If you push this, it'll actually play back the last, I believe, 20 seconds of video that you took. This turns the backlight on and off, and this one over here will bring it into night shot mode. Up here you have your 16:9 mode, so this does do widescreen as well as 4:3. This is your menu button, or light button, depending on the mode you're in. And down here is your index button. Here you have the option for USB and DV or FireWire connectivity. Like most of the camcorders of this era, unless you have a Windows XP or earlier machine, you cannot transfer video over the USB. Like for me, because I'm running Windows 7 and Windows 8, I have to use the FireWire port to be able to transfer video into Windows Movie Maker. Here we have the cover that protects the SD card, of which I actually don't have one in there right now, mainly just because I don't have any extra ones lying around, but as soon as I get an extra SD card, I'll put one in there. This is old enough to where it has to be a regular SD. It cannot be a high capacity, so the largest card I'll be able to put in here is 2 gigabytes. Coming to the top here, we have our wide and tall, in other words, our zoom toggle switch. And if it's in playback mode, this controls the volume, as you can see right there. We have our snapshot. This is how you take pictures with the SD card. You also can put pictures onto the mini DV tape in this model, but they don't look as good. Telescoping, color viewfinder. This is the extended life battery. It did come with the original battery, which I tried to replenish, but unfortunately it was totally dead. It would never take a charge. Under here you have your charging port, which is not the easiest thing to open, unfortunately. You see right there, it's one of those proprietary cables, kind of like an backwards L-shaped cable. Here you have your AV for component, or I think you could even do composite output with this as well, which I have the composite cable, but we'll probably never use that particular feature. On this side you have your record button. This is the button that actually lets you release the battery if you want. It pulls up and out. Let's see if I can do that one-handed. Yeah, nothing too interesting under there, just the normal battery connections. And for those of you that are interested, this is a original JVC extended battery. You guys can pause it if you want to get the model number of this battery. Go ahead and put that back in. Again, the record button's right there. On this side you have your toggle switch for off, up is record, and down is play. And then over here it just tells you that it is, again, a 32x optical zoom. And going to the front we have stereo microphones left and right. That is for the backlight night shot. And then we do have an LED light, which also helps as well. So this is actually very good for recording at night. I've recorded with maybe a 20% light level at night, and it records really nicely, just like the Sony camcorder that I'm filming with right now. And it does still have the lens cap on it. And just for you guys that are interested, I'll read what this is, a JVC video lens. There are the specs, which probably mean more to some of you photo buffs than it does to me. Though I did take 2 years of photography, but I don't necessarily remember everything. It's a 2.3 to 73.6 millimeter lens. And one 2.0 and 27. Again, I don't remember exactly what that means. And there it tells you 32x optical zoom. We'll go ahead and turn this on. Again, very easy. In this case, we're just going to turn it to the record mode to start with. And it brings up the screen here. You can see I do have the lens cap off. For some reason, when you first turn it on, even if the lens cap is off, it says that it's still on for a couple of seconds. Go ahead and turn the light off on this camcorder. There we go. And it gives you the normal information. Right now I'm in manual focus mode. Automatic lighting and automatic backlighting as well is on. So as you can see that the LED light came on. Now it's coming off because I'm facing it towards a more lit area. So it is nice that it's automatic. Going over some of the features here, we'll go ahead and hit the menu button. It's not going to be that easy, so bear with me guys while I do this. As you can see, just the normal features on here. Under settings you have your record mode, your sound mode. So this is 12 and 16-bit recording sound, which is nice. I always keep it in 16-bit because it does sound a little bit better. Digital image stabilization is on. We have the snap and slow. I'm not sure what that is. I believe that's just for the photo mode. The zoom gives you an option of the actual 32x optical up to 64 and 800x, but of course that's digital zoom. I'm actually going to change that back to 32 because I do not use digital zoom. It absolutely looks awful. Mic gain, which I do have on, and then of course the wind cut mode for when I'm recording the walking vlogger. Next we have the system settings, which will just basically give you the melody that it chimes when you're in the menu mode, which I'm keeping off at the moment because that gets annoying really quick. A full camera reset to bring it back to factory specs. And this is a priority, is either the LCD or the viewfinder. Of course I'm going to keep it on LCD because who really uses viewfinders anymore? Here we have the display options. You can adjust the brightness, the clock adjust, the language, date and time, the on-screen menus, the time code, which I don't want on there because it really gets annoying after a while, and then of course the demo mode, just to tell you all the different features of the camcorder itself. And DSC, okay, this is just the quality of your pictures, either fine or standard. Of course we'll keep it on fine because it gives you just a little bit better results. And the record select, okay, this is choosing between recording either to the 10 tape or the memory card. But again, as far as I know, this model you can only record video to the tape itself. There is no way to record it to the SD card, which I can understand because with just the 2 gigabytes you wouldn't be getting that much recording time anyway. So that is the camcorder itself. Again, a nice little unit for the $20 I got it for, especially since this came with the extended life battery. And it came with a few other goodies as well. It came with this Case Logic bag. In here I got various cables and things. Again, this is the bundle of cables it came with. This is the composite AV cable. So you plug this in the camcorder and this would go into your regular standard definition TV. It even came with an extra strap here, an extra wrist strap. This is actually the same strap as it's already on here, so I'll keep that for when this one gets old, dirty, and worn out over the years, like I'm sure it will. Came with the AC adapter, and this has got that weird end on it like I showed you previously. Kind of looks like a glorified L shape. This almost reminds me of a connector that my old Sony 8mm camcorder used. I had one, I don't remember the model number, but it was one from the late 80s, and it had a cable very similar to that. Here we have the actual owner's manual. Again, this is the model GR-D370U. And I'm not really going to go through all this. If anybody's interested in this, what I can do is scan this and I'll put it on the internet as like a PDF. But it just tells you the basics of the camcorder. It doesn't really go into too much depth. But again, it's still nice to have because usually with a camcorder that's about 10 years old, these things are lost to the sands of time. And I think that was about it. Like I said, there was an extra battery, but I wound up having to throw that out. I might eventually pick up an extra battery for this on eBay if they're cheap enough, but this extended life battery lasts, you saw it on there, it lasts at least 3 hours, so that's more than enough for what I would need. And the only other thing that came with it is a little cover. This actually goes on the other side of the battery to protect it when it's out of the camcorder. So this was a quick review of my new mini DV camcorder. Yes, again, this is going to be added to my collection, and when I get maybe 2 or 3 more, I'll go ahead and do an update video to my collection. But I was very happy to have this, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. Please remember to like and subscribe, and as always, have a blessed day, everybody.